It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got started the video, guys. Man, today we're gonna be talking about the latest reveals and stuff for the newest LF of this Majin Buu Saga campaign. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on the noties whenever I do post a video, go live. But we got interesting to talk about. So I couldn't even post this video super early because at 10 o'clock, since the time went an hour forward, I have class at 10, so I couldn't even make a video or even live stream the reveals and stuff. 'Cause I have class at 10 to 11:45, so there was no way for me to record unless I skip. And I'm not going to skip because we have a test in next week, so I got to be in all these classes. I'm not going to take the risk for a video. So honestly, was not expecting them. Was not expecting a tag Super Saiyan 3 and Halo Vegeta. I honestly thought it was going to be either Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan, or a Buu, because I feel like they was going to save the Super Saiyan 3 Goku as the Ultra unit, but they dropped them. And I ain't gonna lie, like the whole little animation they have is fire. It's fire. I dig it. I dig it. So this is the first blue tag unit that we have in the game. So we have greens, we have red, we have yellow, we have purple. They're the last remaining color for the Ultra, so they're the first blue in the game, which is interesting. And they introduce a new ability and stuff. We can skip back and kind of just go to their abilities and stuff. So they both Saiyan, Sun Fan, Vegeta Clan, Blast Attack, and Strike Defense. So when I think about this, is, you know, Saiyans and Sun Fan were not really a blast-based team, but Vegeta Clan can be, right? You have Trunks and Vegeta, you have LF Trunks and Vegeta, and then you have them. So those two units on Vegeta Clan is going to be really dangerous together, and I would really like to see how they synergize. But just because they're both blast-based units, both blast tag, my goodness, both blast like tag units, bro. So it's gonna be interesting how those two cooperate and everything like that. They can do extra damage to Rose. You switch to the Vegeta side, and then they'll take less damage. They'll take more damage from the purple, I believe, right? That's how it goes. Extra damage. No, they do extra damage to reds. They'll take less damage. They'll take more damage from reds. So they'll do extra damage to greens though. So that'll be interesting. See how that synergy goes and all that good stuff. And they have this whole thing where, like, if you look at Goku's ability, bro, he has like a USV type of a kit where he getting card draw speed every time he lands a card, kind of like USV Ultra Vegito in a sense. And then he also notifies cover change once he lands the first card. So it's just like, it's kind of like tag fours in a sense, but tag fours is only when there's 3 units alive. But as soon as he lands that one card, it activates, and it activates and counts resets at the tag switch. So when he switches, I think that's when it nullifies it. So every time the Goku lands a card, he is going to nullify cover change for 10 timer counts, which is insane, because for 10 timer counts you literally just can't do nothing but just take the damage. But you go to the Vegeta, his cover change is really valuable, destroying cards, seals, which is amazing. But the biggest thing about them is the whole unique ability where you stay in as Vegeta, and Vegeta kind of just has to kind of just tank until Goku finally charges up his little Kamehameha thing. And once he does, it does a ton of damage. You guys see here, he seals enemy Rising Rush for 15 timer counts. He nullifies element factor, so against red, so say you have a hit, you have Pan, you have Red Cell, like those are going to do type neutral in terms of tanking. Then he also restores his own health. Like, he has all these other stuff that he does, which is insane. So they just want to make sure that Vegeta is just an absolute tank, while Goku charges up his little gauge thing, which is actually ridiculous to me. And then you guys can see there that you cannot activate Rise and Rush. You switch abilities or switch characters in the preparation mode if this character's sealed. They have all these other things, like if certain things happens to them while they're in the sealed thing. And then once Goku's able to charge it up, like, it does most of the damage inflicted will be dealt by members, so it's AoE damage, which is going to be cracked. Depending on the allies, like, he's getting extra damage inflicted buffs. So I don't know if this count. I guess it doesn't even count as an ultimate card, right? Because it's based off the gauge. And then he nullifies endurance. He nullifies element factor. So if he's facing the blue, facing the green, it's going to be type neutral. So if he's facing against Rose, it's not going to matter. All of that stuff is going to be cracked. It's going to be insane. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. They don't have blast armor on their strike because they're a blast based tag unit, so they don't have blast armor on their strike cards. But I'm curious to see how their whole kit is. Now we can kind of just look at the tag that they're on. So they buff Sans. Sans is a really good team, but like I said, the biggest thing with them is their strike. Sans is a strike based team, especially with all the fusions that they have. There's a little strike team. Unless you build a team with like them and Bardock, and then maybe Trunks and Vegeta, those probably like the top blast based units for Saiyans. Not gonna lie to you. Anybody else, everybody else, Yodra is pretty much strike. So I won't really say Saiyans is really their best team. Maybe you could rock them with Rev UI. Maybe do like a Rev UI, Trunks and Vegeta, and then them. That might be an interesting blast based team. That setup, green, yellow, blue. You have 2 units that can tag switch as well. That might be an interesting setup there. And then in terms of Sun Fam is a strike based team. You have Beast, you have Tag 4, you have Forku, you just have, and then you have Future Gohan, you have Pan. I just don't see them really flourishing off these 2 tags, but I feel like Vegeta Clan will be their best because they can be ran with these 2. Now, in terms of the 3rd unit that you want to probably rock, you might have to just leader slot somebody, maybe like a solid purple, or someone that just that's more of on the tank side. Maybe like if you leader slot Jiren, I don't really know. Maybe do a yellow blue setup where you might have Future Gohan. It's like someone that has the support. Maybe Pan leader slot, just someone that has more of a support role. You kind of have 2 offensive units in a sense. You kind of don't really want to have too many powerhouse units on the same team. That's how I usually don't build. I don't like building my team with 3 powerhouse units. I like to have like 2, and then that one person that's kind of like the glue unit. So for me personally, I think Vegeta Clan might be their better tags because they just have a lot of good blasts. They have like, you know, Evo as well. They have this Vegeta, then they have Trunks and Vegeta, then you have them 2. I just feel like they flourish well out of just because they have the better blast units out of these 3 teams. Maybe, like I said, you could rock a team with like LF Bardock in there too, probably. Who knows? It's just interesting that they made them blast based. So I don't know. I think it is going to hurt them a bit that they're blast based compared to strike, because the team that they're on, like if they were strike based, then they could have been ran with the other tag force. They could definitely run with them. Come on the strike based side. Then you have this new Trunks right here that's also strike based. Then you have here like you have Beast, you have Future Gohan, and then Saiyans. You can rock them with like you can rock them with UGB and LF Rose and all that good stuff there. So you guys summon on this. Me personally is interesting because their blast base is gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see how their unique ability is. But if you're a fan of Super Saiyan 3 Goku and it's just like the Halo Vegeta, if you like that as a character from watching the anime, you should summon, because that's one of your favorite characters. That's one of the hypest moments that you guys like from nostalgia memories, right? You guys should summon. But in terms of like, if you don't main Vegeta Clan, if you don't main Sun Fan, if you don't main Saiyans, I think you should just save your Chrono Crystals and wait for the anniversary, maybe for a boost for your tag. Me personally, I think what I'm gonna do is, since they released the LF, right? They revealed their LF. I'm gonna wait. I'm probably gonna delay me summon on this banner, and I'm gonna wait until the end of April, because if they drop them 2 as the LF for this Majin Buu saga, then that means the Ultra is either could be a Buu unit, which I'm hoping that it is, a region, please. Revival, Ultimate Gohan or Gotenks, which I feel like they're gonna have to drop a Buu unit. I think they're gonna drop a Buu unit, bro. I am hoping that they drop a Buu unit. We need it, bro. They literally dropped probably like one of the hypest characters with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Halo Vegeta. The Ultra unit has to be one of those 3 units. It has to be Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan, or a Buu unit. So I think what I'm gonna do here, I'm probably not gonna summon. I'm probably just gonna wait and save my Chrono Crystals until the Ultra gets reviewed at the end of April, and then make my decision there. If I don't like the Ultra, then I guess I'll just save my Chrono Crystals towards the anniversary and everything like that. But I don't know. I'm curious to see how, because like I said, if you look at their teams, like 2 of their main teams here is more on the strike side and the blast side. And Vegeta Clan, they don't really have an identity, bro. Like they're kind of like split in between, but you probably just gonna have to work them on the leader slot on some type of setup. But I think them two with the tag Trunks and Vegeta is gonna be a nice duo together for sure. I can see that being a thing. And then the fact they can do extra damage to green, so they're not gonna be really scared of Rose. But I feel like Trunks and Vegeta and them two is gonna, and this new unit here is gonna flourish for sure, So I don't know, but yeah, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna summon? I'm curious to see how the abilities go, but the value is gonna be interesting because I already kind of gave you my reasons for it, but we'll see. We'll see. Some of these guys are gonna summon. I'm gonna watch their showcases and everything, but I do like blast based units a lot, so I'm just gonna have to wait it out. I'm gonna have to wait it out and see who's the ultra for the end of this little campaign and everything like that. But that's pretty much it with this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and grill. Man, I'm out. Peace.